other person you pissed off. His name was Phil.
It's almost time to assemble your Avengers, but the one to truly do that had to pay the ultimate price. S.H.I.E.L.D. calls him Agent Coulson, we call him your new team leader. Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Pop D&D. It's the show where I teach you to make your favorite pop culture characters into Dungeons & Dragons adventurers. With this episode, we're closing out our Avengers run, and we're doing it with your team leader. Every team of Avengers needs a leader, and what better choice than Phil Coulson, the one who truly brought the Avengers together. Phil Coulson was first introduced in 2008's Iron Man, and became one of the most integral parts of the MCU. After the release of 2011's Avengers, he went on to lead the team in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Although he's a great leader, the important thing to remember about Phil is he's still mortal. So with Coulson, we're going to be reusing a class and race combination that we did in our very first episode by making this a human ranger. Now with the human, you're going to get a +1 to your ability scores across the board, so let's go ahead and start out by putting our top scores into dexterity, wisdom, and intelligence in that order. We're going to have the remaining 3 in charisma, constitution, and strength in that order. We've got constitution and strength essentially average in this case because Phil Coulson is human. Now instead of choosing an urchin background the way we did with Ray, we're going to go ahead and give Coulson a soldier's background. This is going to go ahead and give us bonuses towards investigation and intimidation on top of the athletics and insight that we're choosing for building a ranger in the first place. Now a ranger is going to get a D10 for the hit die, and because we're using 11 as our constitution score, we're going to go ahead and give no bonuses there. We're going to start with 10 points. But here's where we're going to make things interesting, and we're going to be using a brand new book. We're going to be using Xanathar's Guide to Everything. It is an expansion book to Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. You don't need to purchase this, but for the sake of what we're going to be doing with Phil Coulson, this is great to use as a resource. With Xanathar's Guide to Everything, we get new features for each of the different classes. And with Rangers, we're going to get new Ranger archetypes. However, Ranger archetypes don't become available until 3rd level, so we're going to go ahead and boost Phil Coulson to level 3. This is going to make him the first non-first level character that we've had on Pop D&D. So the first thing you're going to want to do is adjust his HP. Go ahead and take your D10 from your dice kit and roll that. That is going to determine how many hit points you're going to gain per level, plus your constitution modifier per level. What I like to do to make this fair to your players is make this to a minimum of half rounded up. So if we roll a 3, we're going to go ahead and count that as a 6. We're going to go ahead and take that 6, and also I just happened to roll a 10, giving us a total of 16, bringing Phil Coulson's total HP to 26 at level 3. Now at 2nd level, you unlock spellcasting for your Rangers, so go ahead and open your player's handbook, which this is the book you do need, and you'll be able to find out what you're going to gain. By the time your character is 3rd level, you're going to have 3 first level spells available to you. I suggest going with Alarm, Hunter's Mark, and Detect Magic. We're also going to give Phil Coulson a fighting style of defense, which is going to give you a +1 to your armored AC, bringing his total AC to 15. Next, we're going to reopen Xanathar's Guide to Everything and take a look at one of the newest archetypes for a ranger, the Monster Slayer. At 3rd level, you're going to gain some monster slaying magic. It's a new set of spells that are available specifically to this archetype. You're also going to gain Hunter's Sense and Slayer's Prey. Hunter's Sense is going to allow you to determine if your opponents have any immunities, resistance, or vulnerabilities, while Slayer's Prey is going to allow you to capitalize on them by dealing an extra D6 of weapon damage.
I don't think
Finally, let's talk about Coulson's weapons and armor. We're going to go ahead and give him padded armor since we don't see him wearing heavy armor like you do with Iron Man or any of the other characters in the Marvel Universe. For his weapons, instead of a shield, we're going to go ahead and give him a short sword, so this is going to deal 1d6 of damage. For his ranged weapon, we're going to go ahead and give him a hand crossbow. This is a great replacement for the icer weapons that he uses. Finally, this is the fun one, is we're going to go ahead and give him the destroyer rifle. This is the big cannon that we saw him use in Avengers. But because this is such a powerful weapon, it's going to be a once per encounter use. And to make things even better, it's going to deal 2d10 plus 3 damage when you hit with it.
So that's what it does.
So there you have it. His name is Phil, and he's ready to join your team of Avengers. Thank you guys for watching this Avengers series. If you enjoyed this, please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you want to see on a future episode of Pop D&D. My name is Daniel Martinez. I hope you enjoy this, and now, roll initiative.